Jokes. 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 What's your best joke, everybody?
I'm killing all these Americans. What?
What's your best joke?
That's my best joke.
What's your best joke,
That's it.
Michael? What's a good joke?
I just sank an American
Video game choo-choo.
ship.
Yeah, there we go. We got a joke here. We got 2 jokes. We got 3 jokes. We're just knocking jokes out of the park. All right, hello, 5. Hello and welcome to Video Game Choo Choo's podcast episode
94?
clicking,
93.
93?
scrolling.
93.
Episode 93.
You guys, you really need to know what episode we're on. I shouldn't be the only one who knows.
Well, you're the one who edits it and you post it, and I'm just on the site.
You're the
sometimes.
editor-in-chief.
Look, and I host it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have to know, even though I'm the host and the editor-in-chief, and I take charge of everything, and Niall wants to strangle me right now.
Mm-hmm. I always want to strangle you, though.
That's fair. That's fine.
The podcast makes me angry, every week. It is the bane of my existence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Niall.
You should be.
I'm not sorry.
That's okay.
Thanks.
I'm not angry with
Why
you.
is it okay for him?
Because I'm not angry with Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I will try my best to make it up to you by hosting this episode and making it fun. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You sound confident. Okay.
Niall's never been confident in me. I've been trying my damnedest, and Niall's just like, "Oh, all right, you'll do it, all right, sure."
Something will happen.
Something will
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
I'm a very dry person.
Fine.
He really likes towels.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about towels. Yesterday at work, we ran out of towels, so I had to use gross old rags to clean tables, and it was terrible.
Great. Where do you work? So I can never go there.
No,
That's...
we washed them in the dishwasher.
Oh, great.
And they looked bad, but they were clean. It looked bad.
Oh, okay.
So it was if people saw the rags, they would have been like, "Oh, those are dirty," but I would have been like, "No, we ran these through the dishwasher 3 times before using them."
Health Inspector's Office,
Florida.
Well, it's clean now. We got new rags and we got new mops and we got nice brooms and
Gotta get those nice brooms.
yeah, nice new brooms. What the fuck? Why are you pissed that we're using nice brooms?
I'm not pissed. I just didn't know there was a difference between a really nice broom and just a normal broom. What's the difference? Tell me the difference.
Strong Bristles.
Strong Bristles is my
Yeah.
rap name.
There you go.
Thanks.
I just helped you out.
Yep.
There you go.
Check out for my
Does a
mixtape.
broom become nice just by virtue of being new? Because
Yeah.
surely the bristles are strongest.
We also have some. We also have some old nice brooms though at the establishment.
All right.
Oh god.
Yeah. They pick up dirt and dust very swiftly. And
You have
it's
that much
good.
dirt and dust at the place?
When you're cooking in the kitchen?
With dirt?
Yeah. No. When you're walking around in the kitchen, going from place to place, sometimes your shoes leave a little dirt. You gotta sweep it up.
Work hard.
You gotta stay clean.
Work hard.
Yeah, work hard, play hard.
Work
yeah.
hard, play hard. That's their motto.
That's what we're doing right now. We're playing hard. We're not working.
Playing the hardest.
Playing games. So we've been playing video games this week, right?
Oh shit. We were supposed to do that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I forgot to introduce you guys. Shit!
Everyone knows who we are.
We were being so lax with our cold open.
God,
that,
so lax around here, man.
yeah,
oh my
that
god.
we had to that we didn't introduce ourselves. But yeah, I'm your host, John Machonsky.
Yeah, host in quotation marks.
Yeah, more like host as in parasitic host because I'm dying and there's a bunch of terrible diseases inside of my body.
Speaking of diseases, here's everyone else on the podcast.
No, I'm the disease. I'm the parasite. But no, with me this week is Michael and Niall.
I just cut my hand on my desk somehow, so this is
Are
off
you
to a
bleeding?
great start. A little bit.
How much you're bleeding a lot?
Yeah, I'm dying.
So we're all dying. I have heinous illnesses. Niall's bleeding out. Michael, how are you dying?
I'm alive and well.
All right.
I thrive off of pain of others.
All right. So you'll carry on the Chooch legacy once we've passed, right?
Yeah, the great Chooch legacy.
Mhm.
Carry it like a fucking torch and burn things with it.
Good idea.
Thanks.
Good idea.
Thanks.
But so we played some games this week. Who wants to go first? Raise your hand. All right, let me see here. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, Niall, you can go ahead and go.
Now, did you actually raise your hand?
I mean, this is an audio podcast, and like we can't see each other, so like
I raised my hand.
I didn't raise my hand.
Well, whoa! Well, I made the wrong choice.
Clearly.
Yeah, but
Fuck. But Niall, you still have to go.
Damn it.
okay. Sure, fine.
Unless you want to go second, so we can both talk about the big game that we were both playing.
Yeah, I kind of expected.
Okay. All right, then.
Let's let Michael get his shitty game out of the way.
Wait, what?
Then we can
Fuck
talk
you.
about a worse game. So
Sorry, I'll talk about Ollie Ollie 2 for a while.
Holy shit!
5-star review on our site.
There's no telling for fucking taste. I haven't played Ollie Ollie 2. I was lying.
Yeah,
It's a
Michael,
great
you
game.
go first this time.
I go first?
Yes, now you go first. So Niall and I can talk about our big game later.
So we can fight.
So
we can fight.
So I should go first.
Yes.
Okay. Let me know when I need to go.
And now go.
Oh God. All right. I played video games.
Which ones?
All of them.
No, you didn't. You gotta play one.
I played. Let's see if I can remember. I played some Witcher 3.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I
That's
need to get through Witcher 3 before the year ends. We started talking about some game of the year stuff and started sharing some early contenders just to make sure that we could all at least be on somewhat the same page when that time comes. And Witcher 3 is certainly up there, so I need to at least get. I would like to finish it, but I need at least to get substantially through that game. Understand that game better. I'm liking it. It's still one of those games that kind of doesn't fit my typical play style. Like, it encourages you to be patient, encourages you to prepare. I am neither patient nor do I prepare, so I'm doing great. Seeing the reloading screen a lot, but I like the story. I love the open world. I love the environment. So there's a lot of really good choices they make with that game. The map is as intimidating as it is interesting and intriguing.
It is huge.
Yeah, you're almost flooded by a number of choices that you can.
Yeah,
you
it
can go
is
do in that game.
gargantuan. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played too much of that. I've only played maybe 4 hours of it here and there when I can get to it.
Mhm.
I have played a lot of Her Story.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's
That game looks really, really interesting. Like, that looks really cool.
Yeah, Her Story is it's an indie game. It's on Steam. I think it's like $5 or $6. I think the best way to describe it is it's an FMV game. You are a person, and I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna tell too much about it because to say certain things would totally spoil it.
Okay.
You are a person on a police computer inputting search terms to look up videos of a woman who has been arrested for the murder of her husband, Simon. And you just essentially watch these videos that are from 5 seconds to a minute and a half, sometimes 2 minutes long, and you're listening to her interview, her interrogation, from when he goes missing to after she's been arrested. And you kind of have to figure out, did she actually do it? is he alive? Is he, did he just go missing? You kind of just piece everything together, and as you watch these videos, you get like key terms. You hear the game actually does this really good thing where it trains you really quickly to listen out for key terms that you will then search within the fictional database. So very quickly you go from like, okay, I got to listen out for names. All right, now I got to listen out for like just, maybe not, instead of pronouns, I have to listen to very specific nouns. And what is essentially just a search field that then shows videos that you then have to watch and then go look for more videos kind of trains you to play it as a game. It almost strangely reflects reality, where there are certainly things in reality that have been gamified, and this is gamification of a search engine, like almost YouTube-esque of like, how do you get the right videos to show up? I wish I could tell more. I don't want to spoil it. It has been out for a while, but people should play it. Like it stretches the boundaries of good game design, and it stretches the boundaries of assumptions, and it stretches the boundaries of interactivity. Like, it is just incredibly interesting. And that, I think, is a game that will show up. I mentioned it already, but that will be a game at at Game of the Year. It maybe not top 10, but something will,
relevant.
Yeah, it is. If it's not a Game of the Year, it is an experience. It's kind of like a Gone Home or one of those smaller games that you play and then you come away and you're like, wow, that makes me think about games differently. It's specifically because it was a game that I heard a lot about. I didn't watch anything about because I didn't want to get it ruined for me, and I just picked it up on a whim, knowing like I should play this. I should just play this before it's 2016, and I still haven't played it. And I played it for like an hour and a half the first time, and I was like, all right, I can't wait to get back to that. Like, I played it so much, I looked at my clock. I was like, I have to go to sleep. Like, I need to stop. Like, I started playing at 12:30. It's a short game. I believe there are multiple endings. I believe that you can. I don't know. I've only beaten it once. I saw the credits, so I don't know what else there really is to it. If there's more, if there's a lot more, or what. I will go back and like dive through it a bit. And when you beat it, it kind of unlocks some stuff that lets you get more videos at once. So, if you're a completionist and you need to get all the videos, like I completed it without even getting, I think I got just past half all the videos, and I beat the game. So I think you can just keep going and get like 75% or 100% and then decide. So there's a lot to that game, and it just makes you think and like wonder. It's a fun game. It's interesting. Maybe not fun, but it's certainly different.
Experience.
Yeah.
And it's that's the kind of stuff that when I hear of like how people are taking different takes on how a game should work and how we can take gamification and flip it on its head.
Sure.
That excites me more than, just like trying to be artsy or something like that. Like there's a way to really play with games and the structure of it without, trying too hard. And I think from what I've heard with her story, I think it nails it.
Yeah. Those are the games I'm really interested in year after year, the past couple of years, is something that stretches game design and puts it in place of something that if I were to tell anybody, even like you guys, be like, yeah, guys, you search for videos and then you watch videos and then you search for more videos. You'd be like, why would I pay money for that? But the story in itself and how it kind of links all those videos together is intriguing enough that it's like, okay, yeah, like a AAA game can have shitty design, but this $5, $6 game can have something that is so simple as videos and search bar and still like draw me in.
Still like make you like think about what is a game, like what's the scope of what we can do with games. Like it seems,
Or even like
it certainly, yeah.
Or even like, does that matter? Like, I've seen this a lot in like comment sections of videos. Like, oh, it's just a walking simulator. Like, does that matter?
Yeah.
Do we really need to have like this barrier around video games? If we do, we're walling ourselves off from really interesting experiences. Like any video game, it's not gonna you're not gonna enjoy every video game.
Yeah.
Like, you're just not.
Yeah.
So why wall ourselves off? Why not just okay, this can stand next to Metal Gear or Madden, and that's fine. So it's fun. It's worth getting. I bet it'll be on a sale before the end of the year, and it's certainly something that you can beat within 2 or 3 hours, probably completely. So, but it's only $6. So if it's out there, you should certainly grab that up. I've been playing a little bit of random stuff. Humble Bundle is having a really good summer sale. They let you bundle stuff together and save on all of it. They have individual games for sale. I picked up... What did I pick up? I picked up Luftrausers. I picked up Heavy Bullets. And I picked up Hatoful Boyfriend?
Hatoful Boyfriend.
Hatoful Boyfriend, yeah. The pigeon dating simulator. So...
It's real good.
Yeah, I played some Heavy Bullets. I've seen that a lot, and I really like that. So, Hatoful Boyfriend exists, and we've been doing videos. So, that seems perfect for a video. Throwing that out there.
Okay.
Yeah. John, I think you and I should do Go Go Nippon, and I think...
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
I think Ryan and I should do Hatoful Boyfriend.
Have fun with Go Go Nippon. I mean,
I've heard good things from people who like those games, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's tagged with nudity on Steam. I don't trust it.
It's
don't tell me anything. Don't know. I don't want to know anything.
Okay. You don't want to know.
God damn.
I'm just gonna say I have played a little bit of Go Go Nippon, and it's like there's part of it that's okay, but the dressing is terrible.
Great. All right. Well, look for that video eventually.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, I don't know. We might have to edit some stuff out of that game. Let's just say that.
Okay. I think I can do that. I think I can maybe pixelate some stuff.
I mean, if I remember correctly, it's not anything that would really need to be pixelated. Like, there's...
Yeah, it's on Steam.
It's more stuff that we would just maybe have to play it safe with.
Yeah.
This is Chooch. We don't play anything safe.
True.
All right,
let's just go for it.
We'll find that out probably soon because the video schedule isn't that lengthy. What else? Oh yeah, so digging through Humble stuff, I found old Humble keys. I know I downloaded it at one point and played it, but I guess I had a Humble key, Steam key for FTL, so I started playing some FTL again. That's about it on Steam, and I think that might be it overall. I have Far Cry 4. I purchased that with an old gift card from GameStop for $20 new. Mm-hmm. GameStop, or GameSpot. Danny O'Dwyer said I could have this copy of Far Cry 4.
He just gave it to you.
Yeah, if I just sent him a GameStop gift card and stopped confusing the two names. So. Yeah, for $20 I got it. I guess that game is just... I've seen it in other places now, just discounted deeply. I guess it's about the time in which last year's games go for $20 or less. So I took advantage of that.
A good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, everything else is coming out. Madden's out, so the fucking dam is burst. Everything's coming at our faces. Everything is coming at our faces.
Fall is officially here.
Everything is coming...
I'm
right
just ignoring
at our faces.
I'm just ignoring it.
Fall is coming straight at our faces.
See, John, I find it's best in these situations to just not engage and just move on.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah,
Fall is here.
Coming at...
Fall is in full swing.
Our faces.
Summer's done?
Mute time codes.
Whatever.
Sorry.
There was a beer at my local bar called Nutsack, so I've had and
Very
heard
nice.
a lot of dumb jokes. The last
I'm glad you're having a good night.
Yep,
then.
great night. Last 2 or 3 hours have been a lot of dick jokes. Who's next?
Niall, is it your turn now?
Sure, why not?
You guys
Yeah.
should hold off. I want to hear both the games that both of you have been playing, but leave the one until the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
can do that.
I haven't really been playing much else, so Niall, you could talk about your stuff and then we can get to it.
I've been playing a little more of The Witcher, and yeah, like I'm now like I think I'm pretty close to the end of that game, or I feel like I'm moving into the third act at least.
How many hours have you put into it?
Oh god, I would say probably 60, 65 maybe.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just got to Skellige. That's where I am now. Of course, like the first thing when I meet like a Skellige Islander for the first time is, of course, they're all drunk and of course they all have Irish accents. So like, I was like, great. I love when media portrays us like that. That's great. That's wonderful. But so, yeah, that's real fun. I love being a stereotype. But aside from that, no, like that game is, God, like I could sit there and play that game all day. Like I honestly feel like there's so much to do in that world, and there's like always like you can't walk between two like towns in that game without bumping into like 10 side quests that just like people on the side of the road want you to help them with something. Or
Yeah, I had a lady like talking to herself on the side of the road, and I got off my horse, and there was like I didn't even see it at first. I talked to her, and she was like, "The gods have frowned upon us."
Yeah.
And I looked, and it showed like a little wooden statue that had been pushed over. And as Geralt, I said like, "All right, I'll pick it up," and he picks it up,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Thank you so much. Like you should, if you find other ones." And your two responses are, "Nah, I'm not gonna pick any other of these up," or "I guess if it's in my way, I'll pick it up."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, all right, I guess I'll help this crazy lady out. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that little side plot is actually like kind of funny where it leads. Like I kind of got a laugh out of it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like if you actually do it, like the people who are responsible for doing that, like it just made me laugh a little. But yeah, like that game as a whole, like you find somebody dying on the side of the road and you go to help them, and oh, it's an ambush. He's like faking it, and now you got like 6 guys swarming you, and like that stuff is all like it goes back to like just what I've said before about that world feeling like it's alive in a lot of ways. And like I think just the way everything is designed and the attention to detail that's gone into just making it feel like things are happening around you that you really don't always have control over. Like I think that's a really cool just way of approaching everything. And like I really dig the system of politics that they create within that world, and like that you feel there is a real war going on around you, and that there's this side pulling for this and this side pulling for this, and here's these like here's the Temerian like guerrillas, and the Scoia'tael are like somewhere in the background, and like the Skellige Islanders have pushed themselves out into such a way that nobody can get there without like taking their lives into their hands. And just like the whole way that system and world is built, I really, really like it. And like I wish I was playing it right now, to be honest, but like I'm doing this instead. So
Do this podcast, I guess.
yeah, I'm doing this podcast instead of playing a video game. But yeah, that's really all I've been playing, aside from that one other video game that came out recently.
Goonie Pop?
No, Garfield the Cart.
Oh, thank
on
God.
3DS. Yeah, it is the best racing game ever made. You get to be Garfield, and you kart around, and it's
Only Garfield? Is it like that Pokemon Dash game where you only play as one character?
Yes, it's just Garfield.
I'm the only one who remembers Pokemon Dash.
No, I remember Pokemon Dash.
Okay.
But it's more like Big Rigs.
Okay.
Where,
great.
Like Odie and John are sitting in their little cars at the start line, but they don't actually move. and then you're just Garfield, and you can reverse at infinite speed or something.
Your lasagna, yeah.
Yeah.
You are lasagna.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't played Garfield Kart.
No shit.
Yeah.
You wish that you were, right?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
I know.
Kazumano got a code for that.
Yeah, he did. We should see if he used that. Maybe he'll give it to
Yeah, if he gives it to me, I'll review it.
Holy
Great.
shit. Oh my god. Alright, but no, let's actually talk about the game that we played. We played Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain.
Yeah, we did.
Niall, you are not as into it as I am, it seems.
No, but I feel like people are going to get the impression that like I'm trying to actively hate Metal Gear, which is not the case. Like I just like I've said before that I don't think Kojima is an especially like good writer, but like the part of that thing where it is actually a game, I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm really enjoying going to these outposts and scoping it out from like every single direction and trying to make a plan of attack and like thinking about what I have to do and then putting that into action, inevitably fucking up, and then running to the highest vantage point and sniping everyone. Like that, I'm having fun like actually playing it. So that's more than I can say about a lot of previous Metal Gears. Like I really wasn't a big fan of 4, especially from a gameplay standpoint. So on that side at least, I feel like it is winning me around a little bit. Like you and I were talking earlier, and like we're about the same place in the story. And like,
yeah, I think we're exactly at the same place.
Yeah, we are. And like there hasn't been a lot of story yet. Like,
yeah.
So I can't really comment too much on like the writing at this point. I do think the dialogue is really corny, and there's been a couple of lines that made me just like laugh at like how cheesy and bad they are, like straight out of like an 80s B movie. But yeah, like the parts where that thing is a game, I am enjoying myself.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like we agree on this stuff a lot more than we disagree, except I feel like I enjoy the cheesy B movie stuff more, maybe. Because I don't know, I don't herald Kojima as like this gaming messiah or whatever. I think he is kind of an idiot, but I still have fun with his games, and you know, I don't excuse the gross shit that he does. I actually found out why Quiet is the way she is, and it's really fucking stupid. It sounds like something
really is.
Seriously sounds like something they pulled out of their ass like last minute because they were like, "Oh God, we have this lady in a bikini and we need to legitimize it, or else we're gonna get friggin' strung up over the coals over this." But no, I don't know. Like, there's a lot of neat stuff like that opening. The prologue chapter, escaping the hospital, was fucking killer. I don't know. I thought it was stupid, but man, I had so much fun.
Oh, it was really stupid. It was real dumb.
Really goddamn dumb.
Yeah, I thought visually, like, it was very exciting and, like, it was very fast-paced and frenetic, and that was cool, but, like, I don't know, something about it just, like, had me kind of shaking my head, like, oh, am I going to be in for, like, 80 hours of this? Like, you know, is there going to be any kind of levity to what's going to be happening in this game, or is it going to be this, like, anime thing that takes itself a little too seriously at times?
Yeah, that is something that I will hear, is that this game does take itself too seriously, and that is something that does rub me the wrong way, because you know, there's a lot of really fun, dumb shit in this game, and I feel like if Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2's story were in this game, and it played the same, and it had all the same customization and fun shit, that would be flat out one of the most fun, just stupid games ever. Like you could laugh at what's going on in MGS 1 or 2 and just be like, all right, fucking sure, let's just have fun with this. And
Yeah, like I feel like the problem so far, like, and we're both still early as we've said, but like the problem MGS5 has so far is that it kind of feels like it's trying to have its cake and eat it too.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, like it's doing this stuff that's like it's very obviously like stupid and dumb. Like the extraction stuff is the fucking stupidest looking thing in the world and is clearly like jokey.
Yeah.
And, and then it turns around and it's got like this dialogue and these cutscenes that are so self-serious and so like like really heavy-handed and ham-fisted in ways, and it just kind of feels inconsistent.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
Uh-huh.
Like,
and yeah, I definitely feel that. Like one moment you're just strapping a dude to a balloon, the next moment you're going to your base and Miller is like doubled over, like missing an arm and a leg, and just being like, everything has changed, boss. We need to have revenge. We need to destroy the bastards that killed everybody.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you can sit there and be mad. I'm gonna go look at this puppy for a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really inconsistent.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if you've noticed these like issues in the actual like gameplay of it, but I find that like the AI is a little bit inconsistent in terms of like how intelligent or even how well the guards can see you. Like one of the first missions, like story missions, is extract this person like who is very who was a big part of the story from this place. And so I got into the hideout or whatever, and I got the guy, and I was leaving, and there was two guards standing side by side who I hadn't seen when I was doing my recon beforehand. And I walked out the door, and it's broad daylight, and they're facing me, and they're like maybe 5 to 7 feet away from me, and they didn't see me, and I was able to just walk away. And then I feel like sometimes it's nighttime, and I'm like 50 meters away from a guy crouched or like prone on a hill, and he can see me, and I'm just kind of like, okay, but that doesn't quite make sense. How can he see me, but I can walk in front of these two dudes who are at arm's length?
I haven't had any experiences like it. I haven't had any experiences like that.
I don't know. Maybe I just like have had a couple of cases of like freak AI issues or something like that.
Maybe.
But like when that has happened, it's been like, wow, that's kind of bullshit. Like I don't know what's going on there. Like, but for the most part, like I think that game is pretty well designed, and I'm interested in seeing where it goes and like how the system where you can bring a buddy with you. Like I'm interested in seeing where that goes, especially, and how that can like influence your missions.
Yeah, because I mean they've confirmed in trailers that you can bring the dog and Quiet with you. And, like, I've just seen some videos of stuff you can do with Diamond Dog. Like, you can, like, tell Diamond Dog, oh, hey, go jump on this guy while I take this guy down. And, like, with Quiet, I saw someone, like, I saw someone throw a grenade in the air and then have Quiet shoot it, and then it ricocheted down and hit someone. Like, I've seen shit like that. Yeah. So I think the buddy system is going to be really fun, and I'm interested to see if there's more buddies. Like I said, I don't know anyone past, those two and the horse. So, maybe there will be some other. Yeah. Like I'm hoping, like maybe Ocelot or something. But
maybe Ocelot would be really. Yeah, Ocelot would be a really cool person to take along. Like I'm kind of like thinking like, okay, can I, get a place where there's 2 vantage points, and can I put Quiet on one, and can I be on the other, and just see who can snipe more people? Like creating these like little weird games and like set pieces like through the buddy system. Like that's kind of stuff that I'm interested in messing around with a lot. Like, I think
like,
I think
like,
that
like try to teach Diamond Dog how to play fetch or something.
yeah, like seeing, you know, what is the scope of that, like how much did they think about that, or even like, you know, like you said, maybe Ocelot, like, can I do something where Ocelot goes in from one side and I go on the other side, or, you know, just like what dumb ways can I have Ocelot interact and take on this thing with me? Like, that kind of thing would be, like, I find that almost more interesting than, like, a lot of the story things is just, like, that idea of how can I play with the buddies, how can I, like, change the gameplay.
And I just figured... I just figured out how Ocelot would work. You could bring him with you, and because he's like proficient in torture, you can like have a guy like knocked out or something, and then tell Ocelot like, "Hey, go interrogate this guy," and you can get a bunch more info out of him, like stuff like that.
Yeah. Because like I find the interrogation stuff like works pretty well so far. So like maybe like having Ocelot like be able to extract even more would like. You know, you have Ocelot interrogate the guy, and suddenly everyone is marked on your map or something. Like that would be, that'd be like kind of a cool, stupid little thing that they could do. But yeah, like I think it's too early for me to like pass judgment on that game.
Same here, yeah.
But like. So far, I am enjoying it more than most other experiences I've had with Metal Gear. Like, I think Metal Gear 2 is probably the only one that I look at and think, like, yeah, I think that's, like, a really great game. But I think 1 is a decent game, but, like, I wasn't a big fan of 3. I wasn't a big fan of Peace Walker. I hated 4. But so far, like, I think 5 is more is closer to the first 2 than it would be to the later games for me so far, at least.
Definitely.
Yeah. But there's like a long way to go. Like, I mean, I've put probably a good 10 hours in at this stage, and I'm still like maybe 6% complete. Like, so there's a lot in that game. Like, that is a big game.
Oh yeah, that is a gigantic game.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I just like all the dumb shit you can do. Like my base logo, it says Duck Special on it, and whenever my helicopter shows up, it blares "She Blinded Me with Science."
Perfect.
It's really good. Like, I don't know. I'm really hoping that there's some Huey Lewis in the News in there, so I can like ride in on with the power of love or something like that.
Hip to be square.
Or Hip to be square. Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah, she blinded me with science. Is like that's your musical choice for?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Kids in America. Unfortunately, it's the original version. It's not like the Lawnmower Death version, but like I'll live with it. I'll do what I can, but yeah, like it's those like little things, like those silly little things that I like. I think those add a lot to it. I just wish it wasn't so self-serious at times.
Exactly.
On the other foot, you know. Like if it was just stupid all the time, I could be like, yeah, this works as this dumb fucking anime bullshit. Like I can turn my brain off for that. But when it's also trying to be this war epic, like I think that's where like the disconnect happens for me story-wise.
Yeah. Like I saw a screen cap that, I mean, again, this isn't really spoilers because, you know, there's all kinds of trailers with this shit in it, but I just saw a screen cap of like a picture of Diamond Dog like sitting happily there, and then it just, you know how in every chapter they have like a pre-roll credits where they list all the characters that are going to be in there.
Yeah.
Which we can talk about that in a second, but just in the credits, like there's just this picture of Diamond Dog like sitting there all happy, and it just says featuring the child soldiers. Like
Jesus Christ.
Like, oh my god. Like
featuring the child soldiers, Jesus.
Yeah, like it's like a fucking it's like they're a fucking band on SNL or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the pre-mission credit roll every time. Like I think it's a little much. Like
yeah, because it spoils characters showing up.
Yeah, it does. Like it straight up tells you this is every character you're gonna meet. in this mission. So like, there's no element of surprise. It's like, here's the skulls or whatever, and you're like, okay, well, I guess I know who's showing up now. Like, yeah, it's a little much, and I feel like seeing written and directed by Hideo Kojima 4 times in an hour as well is a little self-congratulatory. Like, it comes off
Yeah.
a little like, yeah, I get it, dude. Like, you wrote the game, you're proud of it, but like, you don't need to have your name like show up every hour, every half an hour. Like, it's a little much. And I get they're going for like an episodic feel, but like, still, like, it. I'd even
like if it just ended, if it ended with that, just the credits roll of, oh hey,
Yeah.
here's the staff really quick, and then it just ended with the written and directed by Hideo Kojima, like that would have been fine. But
yeah,
the pre-credits thing, and it's the pre-credits ending with Kojima's name again, like that's the problem.
yeah,
That's where I start
think-
rolling
think
my eyes.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Man, yeah, no, I'm really digging the game.
I like it. It's definitely not perfect.
Oh, definitely not. But you know.
like, yeah, I think the hype train got a little out of hand in the run up to that thing being released.
Yeah.
But it is very much like worthy of your time, and it is fun. Like, and like, I could not say that like this is mechanically poor, or that this like is not enjoyable as an experience, but like it does have its issues at the same time, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. I can't really think of much else to talk about, with the Metal Gear. We'll probably talk more about it next week once we get further.
Yeah, I think we kind of discussed maybe doing a spoiler cast at some point, but like,
yeah, that would be fun. And I mean, also the internet portions of it aren't really working, so I can't like talk about a lot of the base stuff, like defending the base or invading other people and all that stuff. So
yeah, like
can't really
every
talk
time,
about that, which is a shame.
Yeah, like every time you boot that thing up, it's like the servers are in maintenance mode. Online does not work right now. Sorry, like every time.
From what I've heard, it's actually a good thing that they're not connecting you to the internet, because everyone's saying that while you're connected to the internet, the menus are slow because they're instead of just pulling it up from your saved file, they're pulling it from the cloud. Like, they're uploading all your information and then they're re-downloading it every time.
It's weird. Like,
it's like they want to. I think it's because they want to like have a basically like a global power thing, so that way you get matched. So you get matched up with other bases that are similar to your skill level, which makes sense. But at the same time, it's just like, I just want to play the single. I'm trying to play the single player. Let me just play the game. Like, I don't even think I've unlocked invading or getting invaded yet. So just let me work up to that. We're worrying about it.
Yeah.
So news, move on to news, everybody. How does that sound?
News.
Noobs. All right. I'm gonna go chronological kinda here. I'm gonna go from oldest to newest. So remember last week
Nope.
when I said, Michael, please think for a moment. Do you remember last week when Shovel Knight amiibos were happening, and you were like, "Oh no, that's not going to happen"?
I did not say it was not going to happen. I think I even said, I kind of hope it does. I said that the information we had maybe wasn't perfect. That was what I was alluding to.
The information we had was perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty good.
There is going to be a Shovel Knight amiibo. There is no talk of Shovel Knight being in Smash Bros. So that was shot down. I wasn't 100% right. But yeah, the Shovel Knight amiibo works with Shovel Knight the game. It works with the Wii U and 3DS version. On the Wii U edition, you could play co-op, I think. I think that's what it unlocks. Yeah, it unlocks a co-op mode. And for both the Wii U and 3DS, it unlocks exclusive customizable gear and some challenge maps. The amiibo has a purple base, so this is going to answer a question that we got on the Tumblr, because I just think it's not discussion worthy. It's not. There are some pictures of the Shovel Knight amiibo with a yellow base that looks like the Smash Bros. Base, but they said that that's just what it looks like for the original test stuff. Like they sent some of them to the Game Grumps, because the Game Grumps did a video for it, and I think they had some pre-production models around, but multiple sources said that the actual amiibo will have a purple base. It won't be a Smash Bros. Amiibo. It's its own thing. And our good buddies at Destructoid, Mike and Miles, they actually broke the story about how Nintendo isn't going to be manufacturing the Shovel Knight amiibo.
Yeah, I think they actually got their hands on the actual amiibo. I could swear I saw a photo of Miles.
Yeah. They did, because they went and talked to Yacht Club about it. Yacht Club is producing this themselves, and they are using the same plants as Skylanders, so there will be enough Shovel Knight amiibos. I'm quite sure, which is a good thing. I'm excited to get my hands on one. It's a very nice looking amiibo. And I am still, fingers crossed, I'm still hoping that amiibo works on Smash Bros. If you know what I mean, because they didn't say no. They just said, I don't know. So we'll see. Anyone have any opinions on the Shovel Knight amiibo?
Amiibo should die.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, I think the interesting part of the whole story was the possibility that Shovel Knight was going to be in Smash, and I still think that's the most interesting part about the whole thing, that they haven't said it's not happening, there is still a chance, and I think Shovel Knight would really fit that game well, but
he would fit, and it would be just so interesting that an American indie game character is in Smash Brothers. That's a big deal.
Yeah, but I think that's much more interesting than another amiibo.
I mean, I think it's interesting that Nintendo is opening up the doors for third parties to make amiibos. They're if I'm trying to remember, there was another indie game, because this was announced at the Nindies at Night event right before PAX Prime. And some indie devs were saying, "Oh yeah, no, Nintendo told us that we can make amiibos for our games, and we're thinking about it, or we could just use the amiibos that are already out there and unlock skins and stuff like that." Nintendo is letting American indies, use amiibos and even make amiibos if they want to. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's about time Nintendo really started getting in with indies, and I think amiibo is a perfect fit for a lot of those games. But yeah, I don't know how well a lot of the indies that are on the Wii U and the 3DS, I don't know how well a lot of those would sell if they became amiibos. I think the smart move might be as they were talking about, let's just use existing ones for skins. I think that might work a little better, but it is cool that Nintendo are really showing commitment to finally properly opening the doors to indies.
Yeah, I think Shovel Knight works because of how popular Shovel Knight was. That game was so popular that they were like, oh, we can't just sell this digitally anymore. That game is getting a physical release in a couple of weeks, and it's a year or so. Yeah, it's over a year old now.
Yeah.
So, I can see why they would do that, but, I can't see I can see only maybe, a couple hundred people going out and buying, a Gunman Clive amiibo.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, I couldn't see someone going out and buying, a Commander Video amiibo. Maybe a Meat Boy amiibo, something really big like that. I could see maybe, a Binding of Isaac amiibo or something like that. If a game is big enough, maybe, but I couldn't see something, super small that doesn't have a pretty rabid fan base on other consoles even, because like people play Isaac on PC, but I could definitely see people being like, oh shit, I'm gonna go buy Isaac on 3DS so I can use the amiibo if it unlocks something.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, I think with indies that would get their own amiibos, it would have to be something of a Binding of Isaac or Shovel Knight size, because like, yeah, it's other than completionists like who have to have every amiibo, there are plenty of those indies that wouldn't sell it like a ton compared to the average amiibo. Like
exactly.
Yeah. And then you might just have the opposite problem where there's too many.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Our next bit of news also comes from PAX. The newest Street Fighter V character got announced, and it's Armika. She seems to be. They have changed some things about her moveset.
Wait, we talked about this last week.
Oh, did we?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Check the date.
Yeah, we did. I remember
we
talking about this last week.
All right. Well, I just want to point something out that someone found out. She has a move in this game now where she does a speech into a microphone, like she cuts a promo, and if she does the entire move, if she cuts the entire promo, she can do a grab that does 80% of her opponent's damage. Like she can almost I think she can one hit kill a couple of the characters if she finishes her promo.
I wouldn't call it a promo.
Okay, just her speech.
She gives exercise tips.
It's her speech.
It's exercise tips. It's not really like, now listen here, brother. It's more like, do cardio.
Maybe she does different things. Maybe she says different things.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, like, there used to be like Simon Dean in WWE, and his whole thing was, I'm a fitness instructor, so I mean, technically it could be a promo.
It's a little similar to in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Thor had a move where he just stood there and gave a speech talking about how he was going to kick your ass, and it filled his hyper combo meter.
Great.
That was pretty good. I really like stuff like that, but I hope there's some way that you can like start giving the speech and then pause it instead of having to do it all at once to get your full meter, because like people are gonna stop you in the middle of it. So I hope you can just be like, make sure you do, and then go back to fighting, and then back up some cardio.
I have to imagine
that would actually be.
That's what exactly it is. Is like you need to stop your person before they give this full speech.
Yeah. But yeah, she's that game looked cool. I'm excited for that. In movie news, 2 video game movies got announced in pretty rapid succession. First up, Lionsgate announced, and this is an official announcement. Like, this wasn't just reports are saying, like, I think the official Borderlands Facebook page and a bunch of other stuff posted about this, that Lionsgate is working on a Borderlands movie. We don't know much else about it, but it's gonna be produced by Lionsgate, and it's happening.
Lots of memes.
That could be okay. Like, there's enough in Borderlands to build upon that you could make your own characters in that and not have it, and maybe like give some touches that kind of look like the classes but are still their own thing. You can do that really well, like if you wanted to.
Yeah, and also, I mean, as was pointed out on the site, Tales from the Borderlands is really good, and I think the world of Borderlands is an interesting one. If you take a look at a character in that world, if it was, because like we joke about all the memes and shit, but I think even if they focus on characters that were already in there, if someone else took hold of that wasn't the original Borderlands writing team, I think it would be perfectly fine. Like, I could definitely see a Borderlands movie. Like, I don't know if I'd necessarily want the exact story of one of those games.
What story?
Well, there isn't much story to Borderlands game anyway. Like, there's not much of an overarching
I mean, I couldn't tell you what the story of 2 was. Like, maybe they might just adapt Borderlands 2 because one didn't have enough story. Definitely didn't.
I think you can do your own thing and
Yeah.
I think you can have
I
a
would
vault.
prefer that.
You can kind of just do what you want and just it's a touch. Like it's a universe to start off of. It's kind of like how Star Wars is doing its main story, but then it's doing these one-offs. Like if you do a one-off, then it's fine. You can do it.
Exactly. Like I said, if they did some sort of Tales from the Borderlands, like just make up a character in this world, have some of the characters from the game show up, like have fucking Scooter show up and say, "Catch a ride." You have a fucking Claptrap show up for 5 minutes and then get shot. Like, just,
please.
You know.
Have the gun salesman dude, I can never think of his name, have him show up.
I forget his name, yeah.
I mean, you could just have that stuff in the background. Like, you don't need to have that stuff out in front.
Yeah. Like I said, like in Tales from the Borderlands, these characters do show up. Like I said, like Scooter shows up in multiple times in Tales from the Borderlands, but he's not like a main character. You know, they focus on these other characters, and they are in the Borderlands world. A lot of characters from other Borderlands games show up. Like I think one of the characters from the pre-sequel is in my party now in Tales from the Borderlands, but I guess I haven't really played too much Borderlands, so I don't know a lot about him, but. You know, there's callbacks and there are characters from these games, but it's not overbearing. They're still focusing on these new characters, and these new characters are really strong. So I would definitely love to see new characters in whatever they do, and you know, whatever they choose to do. I mean, I hope they don't try too hard to like meld live action and CG or anything, because that might look bad.
Yeah, that's something I talk about in my story with the next one that you're about to talk about.
All right, yeah, we can move on to this one. The second video game movie that got announced, or actually, this one isn't officially confirmed yet, but there has been some talk. The Nerdist is reporting that 20th Century Fox is working on a Mega Man live action movie.
Oof.
Ugh.
Yeah. So
this holiday season, Channing Tatum is Mega Man.
I will see that only if Jonah Hill is Proto Man.
Ryan Gosling as Mega Man.
That's the problem. Like I don't know what suddenly caused this. Maybe it's the World of Warcraft movie about to come out, and like
maybe.
I bet all of these studios saw Pixels and saw World of Warcraft and on like the slate and said, we need to get our hands on a video game movie now, and they just said, all right, what can we get? And somebody was like, Borderlands is relevant, and somebody at 20th Century Fox is like, Mega Man's cheap, so but
because Capcom needs to license their shit out for something.
Yeah.
You know,
but
I mean, those Resident Evil movies were popular, so they were probably like, "Yeah, we can get movies." I mean, I didn't say they were good, but they were popular.
They made money.
Yeah.
But
somehow
the problem occurs when like Borderlands, you could probably do that live action. That's just a sci-fi thing.
Yeah.
But the problem occurs, and this happened with the Super Mario Brothers movie, is some of these video games are untranslatable. They do not go from the source material straight to a movie very well. You have to add your own interpretation. Comic books, you can say the same thing. Like, they don't sometimes translate very well. They seem dumb or out of place or just wacky enough to where you're like, this doesn't make sense.
And they've been going, like, I think Mega Man would also be something, because like the plot of Mega Man by itself is so just like one note, and I feel like the only way that they would be able to do this is if they, like, I've talked about this before. Like, I think maybe they could pull it off if they just straight up did an adaptation of the Mega Man Archie comics. Like, maybe, but that would be too many layers for people to understand, I feel like, because it would just be like, where did this story come from? Oh, wait, it came from the comic book version of the video game? What the hell?
Yeah, as somebody
I think the movie of the comic of the game is a bit much.
Yeah, as somebody who's both read Archie and has played Mega Man, I don't want to see that.
And, like, those comics are good. they are they are a good adaptation of Mega Man, but
are they good as comics, or would they be also be good as like movies?
They're good as comics, but it's a good story, but I don't feel like the general public would enjoy it because I think that if a Mega Man movie came out, people would be like, okay, I want to go in this to see Mega Man fight all the Robot Masters. Like that's what people would want out of that movie. But those comics are more about like robot rights and friggin' like childhood interrupted and all this other like kind of serious shit. And there's no way that the average person would want to see Mega Man like being upset that that he has to go fight bad guys. Like it's not anything too serious. Like Mega Man's not like, oh, my childhood is over. I will never have my innocence again. Like he's like he survives. He's still a kid afterwards. But there's some kind of serious stuff where he's like there is an arc in that where Dr. Wily creates new robots. And those robots are obviously evil, and Mega Man goes up to them after he's defeated them and says, look, we can bring you back to Dr. Light's labs. We can change you into being robots that help people. And those robots say, can you really do that with your conscience? Because if you changed us to being helper robots, we wouldn't be us anymore. You would be killing us. Like that kind of stuff is in those comics, and I don't think that would work in a movie.
Not the kind of movie I think they like Hollywood would make.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's my main problem is like I don't think somebody is sitting back and thinking this out or having a conversation. I think it's a boardroom meeting where they say, "All right, list out like really popular list out video game franchises with really fervor like fever pitched fan bases," and one guy ran off and was like, well, Mega Man like has some cool, and like, all right, Mega Man's probably the cheapest, go see if we can get Mega Man. And somebody came back and like, yeah, we can get Mega Man. Like, all right, go make a live action movie. And nobody sits around and says like, hey, if we just did if we hired DreamWorks or our own internal CGI people, we could probably make a CGI movie really well with Mega Man, and it could be good. Yeah. And nobody sits and thinks like that would probably make a lot more sense than having a dude put on a fucking blue jumpsuit, stand in front of a green screen, and then put on a giant arm cannon and then try to have somewhat serious lines. Like none of that's gonna happen. Like just none of it. There are not directors who like the way Hollywood works. And the way it's set up, there's no unless a director has a particular style that would fit that well and wants to do that movie. There's no way. I don't think
there is anyone.
Yeah, like there
Paul
even
W.S. Anderson.
Well, even like Chris Nolan, like he liked doing those Batman films, but the only way he did the third one was by convincing I think it was Warner Brothers to fund Inception. So even him, who loved doing those first two Batman films, was like, nah, I'm not doing another one unless you make my movie for me. That's how Hollywood works. So you're going to have the Fantastic Four guy. You're going to have like some guy who made either one really good indie film, or you're going to have some guy who's just on retainer who is Michael Bay's lackey.
I'm telling you, it's going to be Paul W.S. Anderson. He did Mortal Kombat. He did most of he either directed or produced every Resident Evil movie. He is like a fucking hack, and he loves video games, and that is the dude that is going to be directing Mega Man, and it's going to be awful. And
if only Uwe Boll was still alive today.
You say like it'll be awful because it's Paul W.S. Anderson, but like name a director who would make that movie good.
No. I'm not saying that it's going to be awful because it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Yeah,
I'm saying he's going to do it, and it's going to be awful whether or not he's there. But he's going to add his own layer of terrible, shitty CGI meets real life and bad.
Like there's
3D.
no live action version of that movie that's good. Like there is not. You either take it super serious and like put your own deep spin on it, or you make it a CGI film, all CGI, like Finding Nemo, and that way Mega Man doesn't look ridiculous. That way the action can be exactly how you want it. Like otherwise, it's just gonna look fucking dumb.
Do you know how they could do a live-action Mega Man? I will tell you right now.
If everybody in the audience takes LSD,
No. If they did Mega Man Legends.
would it still be people in stupid suits?
Their outfits are a little dumb, but they have like normal person proportions.
Sure.
And the stories aren't like heavy or anything, but I think Mega Man Legends would translate pretty well to the screen.
Maybe. It
would just be a fun action movie where Mega Man's going hunting for treasure.
Maybe
I think that would actually work really well.
Maybe it's all the Red Ash stuff, but like anything Mega Man, I'm just like, I don't fucking care. Mighty Number 9, flush it down a toilet. Mega Man,
Mighty
flush
Number
it down
9
a
is
toilet.
supposed to be making a fucking movie. They're making a CG movie.
Like all of it, it's just I don't care anymore. It's like whatever. Like yeah, go ahead,
show.
kickstart this movie. Like I don't fucking care. Like
they're doing something, aren't they? Yeah,
an anime. Red Ash is doing
happening.
an anime. I think Mighty Number 9 is also doing a cartoon.
I'm googling this right now. Yeah, animated series Mighty Number 9. Yeah, they're still doing that.
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
I don't know how. I don't know. It honestly just sounds like an out of touch studio, and then somebody's gonna be like, the guy who made Mega Man is like making his own thing, right? And somebody will be like, what? So it's still early. Like it doesn't have a director, it doesn't have a screenwriter, it has a shit ton of producers, which means nothing.
Here's the screenwriter, John Machonsky.
Yeah,
hire me.
Congratulations.
I'll do it.
Written by Jonathan. That's what it'll say in the credits.
No,
it hasn't even been really confirmed, has it?
Technically, no.
The Nerdist reported that it is being produced. So this may never come out.
I mean,
this is just something that people might make. This is something on like a list of things that will be made eventually.
Probably
I mean, like when it's in this stage, like anything can happen. I mean, there have been movies that have been in the middle of shooting, and they just don't get made. Like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're supposed to be making that friggin' Assassin's Creed movie. They have a friggin' image of Michael Fassbender in the assassin's robes. Like, oh man, I'm so ready for more Assassin's Creed. Please continue to stuff it down my fucking gullet.
I mean, honestly, like that fits into the grand old media strategy of like, all right, well, you have a lot of these games and they're really, really popular. And I mean, I have a cousin who won't fucking shut up about them. And every fucking con, local or not, he dresses up as an assassin. It's like, dude, really? Like, did you play any of the last ones? And he'd I fucking love them. And it's like, all right, man, more power to you. Go watch that shitty movie. Like, that Prince of Persia movie was real dope, wasn't it? Like it's just, Hollywood's slower. It may even be slower than the video game industry, which is saying something because it's quicker to make a movie. So this just kind of proves that, like, maybe a year ago when they first started talking about it, it's like, wow, Mega Man has very little. And now it's like, no, Mega Man's everywhere. It's just called something different, and nobody really seems to want it. Or people want it. It's just not.
I don't know. That's not fair because, like,
do you think there are
Man.
enough Mega Man fans to support a movie? Like real Mega Man fans.
Okay.
If they went like, instead of making the shitty Hollywood version, if they made a real, like, this is a dope ass Mega Man movie, kind of like they did with Speed Racer, do you think that there are enough Mega Man fans to be like, wow, this is visually great, it's Mega Man? So. Yeah, I don't think so either. So, like, who are they making that movie for?
I don't know.
Exactly. So if there's no audience, like if there's no, like if they made another Street Fighter movie or Mortal Kombat, I could tell you a dozen people I know who would be like, that sounds cool. But if I told a dozen people I know, like, there's a Mega Man movie, one of them might be like, that could be cool.
I feel like the thing is that the reason why Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are as in our
they're in the
in our mind's eye is because they already had those movies back in the 90s. And I think people just remember those movies.
I mean, I think those are more part of day-to-day video game culture than Mega Man is. Just like Zelda is. Whereas, Zelda
I think
doesn't
Mega
sell
Man
like
is
Smash
still...
Brothers, but I bet if you talk to more people, they'll know Zelda before they know Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, like, I think Mega Man, to gamers, like, to people that are super into games, Mega Man is a huge deal.
But, like, what do you, like...
Mega Man is on like the precipice of being as big a deal as Zelda and all that stuff.
No,
Like, I think the reason
no way, dude.
I think it's close. I don't
No.
think it's full on.
I think Mega Man is a memory that some people have really fond of. Like, I don't think it is in current. I don't think it's something current. Like it.
Well, the reason why it's not current is because there hasn't been a good Mega Man game in ages. Like, the last good ones were 9 and 10, and those were banking really hard on nostalgia.
Exactly. Mega Man never grew up past 2D, whereas Zelda did, Mario did. Like,
well, Mega Man did.
What
Like
was
like
the
I
Mega
said,
Man
like
game
Legends.
that wasn't 2D?
Legends.
Do you think that Mega Man Legends is as big as the regular Mega Man games, like Super Mario 64 was to regular?
No.
Okay, that's
Like,
my grander point is that Mega Man, like, there are a group of people who fucking love Mega Man. I'm not saying that there aren't
me.
out there. Yeah, crazy
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But you know, I just don't think that Hollywood will make it right, and
I feel you.
I just don't think it will. I don't think Hollywood will make it right, and I don't think it's going to be. I don't think there are enough fans to really support it.
Niall's like messaging me on Skype to relax. Like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm just. I think we agree a bit more than we're like both letting on because it's
Yeah,
like,
totally. How do you do the cat?
because I agree that there isn't a big enough like mainstream appeal to Mega Man to carry a movie. I'm just saying that, like, you know, like I think like Mega Man is one of those like classic 8-bit games
Sure.
that if you say like, oh, remember the NES, Mega Man comes up. But I just like, I don't think it's a mainstream thing. I think that there are a lot of Mega Man fans, but there is nowhere near as many people as if you said like, hey, what's a video game? Like, people will say Mario, Pokemon, that kind of stuff. Like, they wouldn't say Mega Man.
I think there are more Assassin's Creed fans than there are Mega Man fans.
But because when video games entered the mainstream, it was the games that were big then. Hold on. Excuse me. It was games that were big then, and it was stuff that was on Xbox. So it was Halo, Assassin's Creed, Gears. Like, if like they could make a Halo movie and that would be successful, a Gears movie that would be successful, stuff like that. More current big games like that. But I think, yeah, you're right. Mega Man is too old to mean a damn. Like, if they made a Mega Man movie in the 80s or 90s, like when Mega Man X games were coming out and like when Legends was new, like, that would be popular. That would be a big deal. But yeah, a Mega Man movie now, no.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
it just feels like old men in a boardroom being told, like, you know, Mega Man's kind of popular.
Yeah, it feels like someone.
And they all just go like, sure.
Yeah, like somebody was like, "Well, I used to play Mega Man. Like, that was a good game. Remember Mega Man?" like that's kind of what it feels like.
I'm surprised they didn't go for Street Fighter again.
Oh,
Honestly.
Jesus Christ!
I would watch the Street Fighter.
I think after that Legend of Chun-Li movie that came out 3 or 4 years ago, like you.
Oh,
that's right. I forgot about that movie.
I
watched that
okay,
movie.
Then yeah, never mind.
I watched that movie.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
Fuck! I forgot about
After
that movie.
It's
fucking
okay.
Thing, I don't think that will ever see another Street Fighter movie because
Yeah.
that was a disaster. Like, commercially,
You're
that
right.
was a
You're right.
huge disaster. And I think like fighting games have never really produced great movies. Like, the Mortal Kombat movies are dumb in a way that you can kind of
Oh,
The
they're
first
great.
one is
that you can
the first
kind
one's
of,
fun.
Yeah,
I like
that
the
you can
first
kind
one
of
a
have
lot.
some fun with them. But like
That's what they need to
the
be.
Street
That's
Fighter
what video
movie,
games
like,
need to be.
is kind of like the first Street Fighter movie has that kind of campy, like, so bad it's good thing. Legend of Chun-Li was fucking awful. The King of Fighters movie is like that may be one of the worst movies of all time. Although it does have like the worst performance ever from Ray Park, who plays, I forget what the bad guy in King of Fighters name is, but like that performance is like so bad that
Is it Geese?
I think so, but like that
Oh fuck! I might have to watch that just to see like shitty Terry run up and just be like Geese.
Dude, it's so good. Like Kyo Kusanagi, who is like the main character of that movie, he's played by Sean Faris, who's just like the most generic white dude ever. And like it shows, there's one scene where it shows him training as a child with his father, and he's very clearly an Asian child. So this little Asian Japanese boy has grown up to be just the most generic white dude in the world, and it's like it's an incredible movie. Like it's so awful, like in every
that's funny
way.
as hell.
Like the dude who plays Iori is really bad.
We gotta watch that or something.
You gotta watch it. Maggie Cube plays Mai in that.
Good. Yeah, good.
It's an amazing movie. You get to see Ray Park on roller skates, like as an evil hockey player in one scene. It's crazy. Like it's.
Oh my god!
Everyone should watch the King of Fighters movie.
All right.
It's pretty great.
Okay. All right. What else? Okay. Yeah. Let's move on to our next bit of news here. So XCOM 2 was supposed to come out this November, but it has been delayed to February 2016. Firaxis has with this announcement they said, I'll just read this. Hello XCOM fans, we want to give you an update for the release date of XCOM 2, yada yada. We want more depth, more replayability, and more investment in your soldiers, and this extension will give us the time we need to deliver our promise to you. So it just sounds like a pretty basic delay.
You bit off more than we could chew, and oh crap, video games are hard to develop.
Yeah.
February.
Yeah, sure. They are still putting on that Firaxicon in October, and that sounds terrifying. I think Lauren is going to be taking a look at that, so hopefully she has some sort of write-up or something about it. Because I kind of want to hear what the hell goes on at a convention for. I think this is the only game they're working on, right?
The only one that's announced, I believe. Yeah. They might be working on something else.
Unless they announce like another Civ or something.
They had that. They had that like space Civ game. I wonder if they're still working on that. Yeah. Maybe that'll have DLC or something.
So next bit of news here. I'm a little upset about this because I'm upset, but I'm also not. I don't know. I'll explain. The regular new 3DS is coming to the US.
Okay, so what is the difference between this and a 3DS?
Okay, here, I will explain this. Okay, so there was the original 3DS.
Oh yeah, let's go through all the 3DSs. Yep, there was the original 3DS.
Yes, okay, so there's the original 3DS. That has the 3D. It has all the regular fixins. There was the 3DS XL.
That was bigger.
The only difference was that it was bigger.
It was extra large.
Yes,
some would say.
There's the 2DS, which is the square one that doesn't have the 3D.
It was 2D. Was that one extra
2D.
Large?
It was not extra large.
It was normal large
size.
Got it.
Yes, but it didn't have a hinge. It was just a square, like
sure.
Yeah, it was a weird shape.
Yeah. So, I think like a year or two ago, they announced the new 3DS. Mm-hmm. Now, in Japan, there were two models. There was the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL.
Okay.
The XL, the original new 3DS has face plates that you can remove, that you can swap in and out.
Great.
It has an extra little nub on there, like a C-stick. If you've ever used a GameCube controller, like you know how there's the C-stick, there was a little nub like that.
I love nubs.
The processor is faster in it, so your games load better, and you can play exclusive new 3DS games on them. The only one that's available right now is Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, but some games run better on the new 3DS. And what else? Also it has built-in amiibo functionality, so you could just put an amiibo on the screen and it scans it.
You don't need to buy the extra thingy or whatever.
You have to buy a separate amiibo scanner for the original 3DS.
Okay, so this was Japanese only, Japan only.
Yeah, the original new 3DS was Japanese only. They brought the new 3DS XL to the US, and that doesn't have faceplates, but it's bigger, and it has everything else that the new 3DS has. So that came out over here.
This is already really dumb.
Yeah, this is here. Now, finally, for everyone to enjoy.
Great.
The original new 3DS will be coming over to the US. It seems to be exclusively in a combo with Happy Home Designer.
Perfect.
At least for now. It's going to be GameStop exclusive.
Even better.
And you will also be able to buy new faceplates at GameStop for the new 3DS.
Great.
It'll be $220.
Can I pick up Xbox 360 faceplates while I'm there?
Most likely.
Great.
They also, this was announced at the GameStop
Managers Convention.
Conference. Yeah, Managers Convention. And they also announced a new version of the new 3DS XL that has it's Hylian Gold. So it has all kinds of Zelda shit.
How is that one here, or do we have to wait for that one too?
That one's here.
Oh,
that has
great.
come out in the US.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
I don't have to wait for this thing I don't really need.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have the new 3DS XL.
You would.
I was kind of... Well, because what happened was my original 3DS was just... I just kind of put it through its paces.
You had
already,
like the
so
original one, right?
Yeah, I had the first one. The first release. I got it like right around when it came out. So I was like, okay, I think I should upgrade because this one's just kind of getting old and I could use a new one.
Mm-hmm.
And GameStop was having a thing where they were like, okay, trade in your original 3DS and it's only like $150 to get a new 3DS.
That's how I got a 3DS, is I traded in a DSi and got a 3DS for like $100.
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad of a deal. I ended up getting that and Xenoblade, and like I'm happy that I did that, but it fits my hands well, so that's why I'm not too mad about it. But man, I kind of wish that I could have the faceplates of the original.
Do you really?
3DS.
Do you really want faceplates?
I mean, do you really need them?
I could get I could get Smash Bros. Faceplates.
You're gonna play Smash on 3DS and not on the Wii U?
Yes. If I'm on the go.
How often are you on the go?
Sometimes.
Okay, never. Got it. All right.
Look.
No.
I have both versions of Smash Bros.
No, John. 3DS is dead.
No, it's not.
This is the last gasp. This is a giant splash as it takes in one final breath as the bricks tied to its feet sinks farther and farther.
They're announcing new games for it still, like I'm about to talk about.
Name more than one game coming out the rest of this year that's for the 3DS.
Okay.
That isn't
Happy Home Designer?
Name another one.
Triforce Heroes?
Name good ones.
Chibi Robo?
Name good ones.
Chibi Robo looks good.
Well, Happy Home Designer doesn't, so Chibi Robo's your one.
Okay.
That Metroid game.
Yeah.
That doesn't look
exactly.
Oh.
That Metroid game where Metroid fans don't want it so much that they made a petition to try to can a game that's already done.
Mm-hmm.
So
called it a travesty.
No. The 3DS is dead.
No.
It will die with the Wii U.
Well, yes, because they're gonna have put out the NX, and it's gonna be a handheld and a home console at the same time. There you go.
Sure, whatever. It's gonna work with the GBA. You're gonna be able to plug it in.
Sure, why not?
My GBA SP will finally come back to life.
Finally.
Why not?
I can see my GBA SP from where I'm sitting.
Yeah, I can too.
Me too. Damn, what the fuck?
Mine has an original Game Boy game plugged into it.
What the fuck? Me too.
I think mine has like Pokemon Sapphire in it, I think.
Nice.
Maybe.
I have a couple. I think I have some Final Fantasy remake games sitting around it.
Mine has I think that's Mario Land. Yeah, I have Mario Land in there.
Oh, I have to get up and look at it. Hold on.
Here's our official what's in our GBA SP update.
Guess what's in my GBA SP.
He said it's an original Game Boy
It
game?
is an original Game Boy game. Game Boy Color?
Game Boy Color?
Maybe.
Is it that really terrible Donkey Kong Country remake?
No, it's a good game.
Is it Pokemon Pinball?
Ooh, you're close. You're really close.
That's a regular Game Boy. Is it?
You're really close.
Yeah. Game Boy Color, is it so it's a Pokemon game?
Yeah, it might not be Game Boy Color. It doesn't say color on it, so.
Oh, so then is it just like red version, blue version?
No, you're farther. It's Game Boy, the trading card game.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's a good
Pokemon,
game.
Yeah, that's a really good game.
That's on 3DS Virtual Console. If anyone still wants to play that, it's really good.
I own
it's
it,
still,
so why would I do that?
I'm just saying for our fans, our listeners, you can go pick that up. I definitely recommend it. It's really dated, but it's still fun.
It's still fun. Yeah. Let's move on. Stop
right,
talking about the GBA.
Yeah. Let's talk about new games on the 3DS, like Ace Attorney 6.
That'll never come here.
Guess what? It's already confirmed for Western release.
What?
Yeah. It says that...
I object.
I'm sorry, it's been overruled because this game is coming out over here, and it will feature a new game system for quicker gameplay. We will learn more about this game at Tokyo Game Show, as well as when the newest issue of Famitsu launches. But the other bit of news about this, though, is that there is already an Ace Attorney game out in Japan right now called Great Ace Attorney. That has been out since July, and there has been no confirmation of a localization for that game yet, which is a little bit worrisome. But there were some tweets from, I think, Capcom France that said that were alluding to it not getting a Western release, but then they retracted that and just said, oh, we have no plans yet, which kind of sounds like they're not going to do it, especially because it's been months. And for the last two Ace Attorney games, since for Ace Attorney 5 and now 6, they immediately announced Western releases, so maybe they're just going to stop bringing spin-offs out over here, which is a real shame.
That's kind of, I mean, they kind of do that with these kinds of series. These smaller series will get the bigger releases come to the West, and the rest you maybe can import. Like you don't see every single one of them coming over here. So
yeah, it's a bummer because, I mean, you can't import this. Like those games are so text heavy that you need to like have someone rip it and do a translation to actually enjoy it. And people have done that for Ace Attorney Investigations 2, which never came out over here. And I think they finished the translation for that. And that's just out there on the internet. But I don't think the 3DS has been emulated yet, so I don't think there's any way to play Great Ace Attorney in English at all right now.
Give it a couple years.
Yeah, but, you know, it still sucks that we're going to have to wait, like, until 2018, 2019 to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's still...
I still have to play Investigations too.
It's just strange that, like, 2015, when, like, the internet's so prominent that we still have to wait for a lot of this stuff. Or some of it still doesn't come over. I could understand, but... Like, I could understand for certain games where they're like, okay, this just won't sell as well. Sure.
But they have already limited Ace Attorney games to being digital only in the US, which makes perfect sense. I'm not like, you know, deriding them on that. But I don't really understand why they're doing that they're not going to do that for the spin-offs. Because like I don't know what the difference is between like is the margin of sales really that low for spin-offs?
They have to be. Otherwise they wouldn't make that decision. Otherwise there'd be no reason to. You just like throw it up to the same. There has to be that big of a difference.
I mean, like here's where it doesn't make sense. When they decided not to bring Investigations 2 over here because the first one sold poorly. But the reason why that sold poorly was because I think it came out on the same weekend as some other big release, or it came out at the same time as actually another big Capcom release. I think it came out at the same time as Okami Den, and people wanted to pay more attention to that than another, like an Ace Attorney spinoff.
I mean,
so I can understand why they didn't bring Investigations 2 over here.
It's just business decisions. Like at the end of the day, I mean, you'll see this with a lot of like translated games or games that need to be translated. It's just, if they don't think there's enough people here to buy it, then I imagine that the regular Ace Attorney games just don't sell gangbusters. And,
I mean, they don't.
Thus, they don't want to put out, you know, spin-off series of them and see them. I have to imagine Japanese sales see those not pan out as well. Mm-hmm. So I imagine they think, wow, well, the main series doesn't do that great in America, so I bet this random spin-off one that we're already not going to make a lot of marketing push for. Whereas this one, like, you know, you announce it and you say it's coming to the West, then everybody can be like, oh, great, not only is there a new one, we'll have it. So the marketing kind of, you know, you're not doubling down on your marketing to be like, yeah, let's market in Japan and then market in the United States. So
yeah.
I don't know, like the reason why I'm like not like confused, but where it's like is because they brought that Layton versus Phoenix Wright game out over here, which I feel like because of how it splits the market in a way, I could like, I mean, I don't know, like of course Professor Layton fans will buy that as well as Phoenix Wright fans, so there is more people buying that, but I don't know, like that's a spin-off. and that sold really well from what I've heard. Like that had a physical release, and that sold really well. So I'm a little surprised that they're not just like digitally releasing.
Yeah.
Great Ace Attorney, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they'll end up bringing it out over here. Like maybe they'll do it around the same time as Ace Attorney 6, and they'll just like boom, boom. Here's 2 big Ace Attorney games. Go nuts. I mean, I'd be down.
We'll see.
I'd be so down. I love those games. I'm already really excited for Ace Attorney 6. So, we'll see. Next bit of news is the PS4 update. I think we already covered this kinda, but
No, we didn't.
Are you sure?
This is the upcoming 3.0 update.
I could have sworn there was some leaked information about it that we talked about earlier.
Not
Not
there
last
was a
week.
preview. Yeah,
It wasn't last week.
there was a preview program that they announced.
Yeah.
At least a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
where you can sign up for beta and get this stuff early.
Yeah. I mean,
I think some of this had been leaked before, but they finally officially said,
sure.
3.0 is-
we could just cover it.
yeah, 3.0 is coming out. The next firmware update for the PS4. John, I think you said you were confirmed in the beta, the preview program thingy.
Well, hang on. Let me look at the emails before we say this.
Sure.
just in case
Well,
I'm not allowed to say
those
that.
who signed up in the beta will be getting it. They said soon, very soon. And after that, they didn't really give any dates or any indication of when 3.0 would be coming. But this will add YouTube streaming, which is really good timing since YouTube Gaming just sort of launched. And that'll be actually really nice. Like that'll catch up to the Xbox One's capabilities, which can do YouTube and Twitch, I believe. It will increase cloud storage. So right now, if you have PS Plus, you get an entire gigabyte. I know, that's so much. You get an
Okay. I just read the email. I can't speak about things that aren't publicly known. So
Well,
we could talk about this.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is all publicly known. This is on their PS blog and everything. So cloud storage is going to go from 1 gigabyte to 10, and you can enable an auto upload option with this update. It's still behind the PS Plus paywall, which I think is kind of shitty. But it's a gigabyte is laughable, so at least 10 is something. I'm still surprised there's even a cap, but considering how PS4 servers are, I'm also not surprised there's a cap. The rest of the stuff seemed middling at best. There's going to be an events hub, so if something Sony-oriented is happening, you can go to the events hub. You can create, or other people can create communities. They didn't really say if this would be like the Wii U kind of stuff, where you can create
like a Miiverse game community.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a Steam group, because I saw Jeff Gersman talking about like, I'm gonna have to make a Giant Bomb group.
Yeah, it seems more like that,
yeah.
and you can post screenshots, and you can have chats, and you can invite people to parties within these little communities.
I will go and make a Chooch one ASAP.
It'll be the most depressing community on PSN.
Yeah, all 4 people.
Like the
All
2
staff.
times a month I turn on my PS4.
It'll be me and Lauren will be playing Destiny, and I'll be playing Metal Gear, and that'll be it.
You can now start sharing clips to Twitter instead of just screenshots. You can request your friends to begin live streaming if they are playing a game you want to watch. I think something else that they were going to add were something called stickers, which are essentially emojis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can add emojis to chat. Great.
Finally.
I said it in the little thing I wrote up. This is all great stuff. Like, I'm glad the PS4 is updating all this stuff. It is so behind the times. Like,
Yeah.
like every single one of these items is either dumb, like the stickers is really dumb, or it is shared or completely ripped off of something else. Like communities, you've ripped off Steam groups and Wii U. YouTube Gaming, the Xbox has had it for quite a while, I feel like. So it's just, I am so glad that PSN is at least catching up. PS4 is catching up, because I feel like PS3 took forever, years to catch up. I remember when they added the cross-media bar, and that was years after release.
Yeah.
But, like, Come on, guys. Like, Sony, come on, think of something. Like, figure something. You know what? I would rather have none of this and have a server that can download something at a pace that makes me feel like I am in 2015. That, like, I read all this and it's just like, oh, cool, this update sounds like a couple gigabytes. My PS4 will have to be on for like 3 or 4 hours. I have a pretty good internet connection. I have 50 down, and it's slow as shit on PS4.
So fucking
it's
slow.
terrible. Like, Xbox One isn't great, but man, watching PSN it's like, and sometimes you have to pause it and then restart it, and then it'll start doing it quickly. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
Weird.
Yeah, it's good on them for keeping up, but you know what? Like, are you keeping up? Are you just always going to be catching up? Like, I don't know. None of this really excites me. As a guy who owns both, it's like, cool. Good on you. You did it.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's coming soon. Probably.
Yeah.
I imagine later this year.
Yeah, I will talk about what I can. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could share my impressions of it.
I bet it's fine.
But because I'm pretty sure people that are not in the press are going to be tweeting about this shit pretty openly.
I bet the press
soon.
will be tweeting about this shit pretty openly.
Probably.
Like,
yeah, so fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just talk about it. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'll probably download it tonight or something. Whatever.
scoops.
Yeah, scoops. All right. Next bit of news. There will be an uncensored Yuri visual novel on Steam soon. I just thought this was interesting because Steam is allowing a game that has it is mature entertainment. I'm going to
adult.
I'm just gonna adult. Manga Gamer announced on their blog that Valve confirmed that they could release their game Kindred Spirits on the Roof without any content changes. Let me just read what the head translator said. It's great to see our years of effort finally paying off as visual novels containing adult content gain more mainstream acceptance and recognition as a valuable medium for artistic expression. This is monumental news for the industry as a whole. Everything will be open and upfront with this release, no off-site patch or workarounds. Kindred Spirits will be sold on Steam completely uncensored. Seeing frank depictions of same-sex relationships welcomed on such a major gaming platform is a true testament to the open-mindedness of our society and the growing nature for mature entertainment that people of all walks of life can enjoy. Like, I don't know. I think that's nice in a way.
I have a very strong opinion about this.
Go for it.
So strong that I'm actually going to write an editorial about this. It's mostly written. I just need to edit it and put it up for editing. So hopefully you'll see that soon on the site.
Yeah.
I go into more in depth there, but
okay.
I want to start by saying that I think it's great that adult content can be featured uncensored as intended in good context. That
sure.
when it makes sense that adult content can be in a video game and it work. Like, from what I've read about this game and like after this broke, that the adult content in this game isn't pornography. It's just adult. It has to be adult content. And the definition of pornography I'm going to use is adult content in a product that is only intended to arouse somebody. That there is very little or no little other reason for it to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This coming onto Steam is coming onto a product, Steam in specific, that is already a piece of shit. If you go into Steam and look underneath the nudity tag, Hoonie Pop is on fucking Steam. Like, there is
that's a game that like Manga Gamer already mentioned, that is a game that you have to download a patch for to get the real nudity.
But it's
very easy to do that.
And it's already pretty illicit. Like, a girl bending over and you see genitals and the only thing that's blocking you is like a cloud. Like, it's still pretty explicit. And that game is just a match 3 game that when you win, you get looter and looter photos of anime ladies. There are visual novels on Steam that probably don't have the quite depth that maybe the one that's being allowed on there uncensored
the
has.
The entire Sakura series, for example.
Yeah. Just shows tits and ass.
Go Nippon!
I still haven't played it. Great. I look forward to it, I guess.
Just a little tidbit, just to get you ready.
Thanks. But like the idea that like now the door is open to where Steam will just allow this shit on as is disgusting, because it has already, like, Steam has already allowed the sewer pipe of crap in, and when you allow that much shit in, the games like Kindred Spirits just get overwhelmed. So it now gets lumped in with Sakura and Hunipop, and we don't get to like sift out the good games that are like, yeah, this game has nudity in it, but there's a reason. You build up affection towards these characters, and you like these characters, and so on and so forth. So when you actually get to the adult content, it's not like, oh my god, yeah, I can't wait to jack off. It's like, wow, this is emotionally resonating as would a physical relationship with another human being would, if you had that emotional connection. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have pornography, but video game pornotography, but we are unable, Steam especially, and that community especially, and that like part of our gaming culture is totally unable to handle it. And like if Steam is unwilling to filter out and put in this section, like, no, this is the adult section. Like this is like, they are unable to do it with phone games. So why the hell are they going to do it with anime titty games? Like this is a great first step, and I'm afraid that every creepy motherfucker looks at this first step and goes like, now my titty game will be on there. And like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want to see 1,000 fake Kindred Spirits games that just are there to be disgusting.
That's fair. Yeah, like because people can just, drown the site with a bunch of shitty.
I mean, they already
visual novels.
They already do. Like, I don't want to crib too much on what I'm writing, but like, there are already other games on Steam Greenlight or actually on the service as is, or that came through Greenlight, that are bad, that are creepy, are questionable, are malware, are all kinds of stuff.
So they're lift it?
Yeah, lift it. Like, and I don't even mean like quality of games. I just mean like actual
I gotcha.
Games that, like, there's malware out there. Like somebody put up a game that was malware, and it was on Greenlight, so it was a demo, and it was just showed a trailer, and 500 people downloaded it. Malware through Steam. So to me, that tells me that Steam doesn't care, even though they say they're investigating. They don't care. They want money, and money means more than pornography. Than it doesn't, like, they don't give a shit about you or me. They care about, like, oh, well, people complain.
People who are just going to pay for whatever.
Yeah, oh, people complain there are a lot of phone games. All right, let's add a queue system so that it just shows games that we think you want to buy. Like, well, no, how about you just deal with all these shitty phone ports that people are putting on your service? Nah, whatever. Yeah. Like, they don't care. So, great for Kindred Spirits, but this just tells me that they stopped caring about, do you have clouds in front of the nipples? Well, I don't care anymore, so don't worry about it. That's what that tells me.
I mean, yeah, if they are going to be taking these games by a case-by-case basis, like, if Kindred Spirits had to, like, do some sort of rigmarole to be like, look, we are doing this in a mature way, then I could understand. But if this is just the first game that Steam just said, all right, whatever, go for it, then there's the problem.
Yeah. But they've said that about, like, other stuff. Like, Greenlight was supposed to be there because so many people like said you don't put enough indie games, so they said, all right, then you guys help us. And then they went too slow, so they said, all right, we'll do the opposite.
They have bungled too many times, and it's really hard to trust them on these matters anymore. Yeah.
So I hope it's just games like Kindred Spirits, but I don't fucking nope.
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's Manga Gamer that's putting Kindred Spirits out, right, John?
Yeah, it's Manga Gamer.
Yeah, like, if you look at Manga Gamer, like, half their games are just those creepy, weird, disgusting, like, porn, like, disgusting, gross porn for the sake of disgusting, gross
classics.
Porn. Yeah, like
classics such as Bukkake Ranch.
Bukkake Ranch. There's one, like, I saw somebody on Twitter, like, when this story came out, it was like posting photos of some of the other games Manga Gamer, like, put out there, and there's stuff like The Night of Anal Tyranny, and like like just stuff about like tentacle rape and stuff like
that makes that makes that translator's statement like just a pile of shit. Like the idea that he would sit there and say like, this is so great for the industry and for homosexual or trans or gay or bi. This is like, let me seeking frank depictions of same-sex relationships welcomed on such a major gaming platform. It's a true testament to open-mindedness of our society. Also, anal night. Like, no, you can't have it both ways. You can't be like, yes, we take, LBGT relationships seriously. Also, Bukkake Rancher.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not taking anything seriously. You're trying to make money off of whatever you can.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's disgusting.
Here's this game that shows like a lesbian relationship in a very serious, thoughtful, like genuine manner, and here is boob wars. Like, it feels like really gross and insincere. It almost feels like, in a weird way, like they're preying on like LGBT, like on that community in like a weird way by saying like, here's this game for you that we like put a lot of love and effort into, and also like here's this gross shit over here that you might want to see. I don't know. Here it is. Like, we're just gonna leave this here, and like it opens the like question as well, because there was something I remember once. I don't know if it's still there, but where something like once you had greenlit a game, you were able to then like get other games on much easier on Steam, and then like does that open the door for even Manga Gamer to just say, well, we got this one really tasteful, mature, real product out, now we're gonna flood it with all this shit. Like, it's just
I could see that.
I think it's great that there is going to be this like real game that explores these deep, meaningful relationships, and I think that absolutely has its place. But like the undertones that come from Manga Gamer make me think that like they have, or that they're doing this for the wrong reasons, and that just kind of feels gross to me. Like,
yeah, it doesn't surprise me. And like Greenlight has kind of faded away, and they've honestly started just making it easier to get approved without Greenlight. And I think I read somewhere that they announced that way back last year, beginning of last year, that they just wanted to make it easier for everyone to get on. So, like, when I hear, we want to make it easier for anything to get on, also, we're allowing nudity uncensored now, and I don't want it censored, but I also don't want to be, like, it's already shit to open Steam and try to find a game that just came out because you're flooded by other crap. I don't want that other crap to be anime, like, naked anime ladies, and like cheap, like if you just type in, porn games into Google, you just see like the dirge of society. I don't want that on Steam.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I can show. I was showing my girlfriend just last night like cool games. Like I showed her DEF CON because that's a crazy cool game. I showed her Papers, Please, and I showed her Her Story. Like I showed her really interesting games. I don't know how I can tell her, or my roommate who's kind of who used to play games but doesn't anymore, or my parents, like, look at Papers, Please, and then also ignore all this pornography on the side.
Yeah.
Like, it just, I can't, like, at some point, we need to stop playing towards everyone and getting every dollar and say to ourselves as a gaming culture, like, this is what we allow. And if, like, sure, adult games can exist, put it behind a barrier. Like, put it, like, you can't just have the same old, like, insert your birth date. Like, it needs to be, you sure you want adult games? Like, it needs to be something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Steam cares. So.
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's do our last bit of news here, because this has been going on for a while. We could do news, and then we only have 2 questions. We can get this done and over with. This is a pretty big news story, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So when the Xbox One came out, Machinima struck a deal with Microsoft.
With Microsoft's ad agency.
Microsoft's ad agency, specifically. That any machinima partner who made a specific kind of YouTube video talking positively about the Xbox One get like kickbacks for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, the deal involved with big name YouTube personalities got paid to talk positively about the Xbox One and specifically Rise Son of Rome. And
without disclosing it.
yeah, they didn't disclose it. It wasn't like this video was sponsored by Microsoft or anything like that. They just the videos were supposed to be like just frank vlogs where they were just like, "Hey, been playing the Xbox One, been playing Rise, really great," like that kind of stuff. You know, It wasn't like, "Hey."
It was presented as editorial content.
Exactly. Yeah. So the FTC did a settlement with Machinima that they have to reveal their advertising sources in all future videos, and they're not allowed to do this ever again. Obviously, I have seen some Machinima videos recently.
I'm sorry.
Not to go too far into detail, but they have been announcing their advertisers just at the beginning of their videos, just like, yeah, this is sponsored by blah 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 blah, and I don't know. They got bought out by Warner Brothers semi-recently, so I don't know if they really need big public advertisers like that anymore. But still, like, holy shit, the fact that something like this happened, like this is an actual like ethics problem in games. Like, it's like stuff like this happens on YouTube a lot more than
anywhere else.
Anywhere
Twitch
else.
And YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, because it's so easy to just get away with it, you know. It's because you could just be like, because it's a lot more like personable. They're just like, oh hey, I just got this game, blah blah blah, and they can kind of write it off a bit easier.
Well, when you don't have like an editorial staff who will look at you like, what are you doing? Like, no, this game's shit, and
yeah,
they reach people quicker. Like a YouTube, you can go look at a YouTube channel and be like, okay, this guy has 1 million subscribers. If we buy a video from him, that'll reach at least 250,000 people. That's a lot of people. Yeah. But if you go to an established site, they can say, well, we have 20 million unique visitors a month, and but we have, this many pages, and we have this many reviews, and, this is how long they stay on it. There's no guaranteeing they'll look at a single video. Because, if you look at a GameSpot's website, how complex that is compared to just a YouTube subscription, where you're just watching video after video in order. Like, it's really easy to just say, yeah, I'm going to buy off this YouTuber rather than a skin on this site. So this is serious because the FTC came in. That's what made this serious. So I hope this is the beginning of the end of that shady practice, but this still continues. Like, there are YouTubers who do this all the time, who take money, don't tell you that they got, not just that they got a game for free. That's not that difficult, and that's how you operate. Like, that's how the video games industry runs. I'm like, they get money.
We do that. We get review copies of stuff.
We have to.
That happens.
Like even a website, like a regular website that has money coming into it a lot, they have to get review copies. Like, games are expensive. Yeah. Like it's just how the industry works. But these are people being paid off to say positive things about things they might not say so positively. That's creepy. That's like the shit that people complain about and like accuse websites of doing when there isn't any evidence. Here's your evidence, and it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, whatever. I don't know too many people who even care about Machinima still.
No, like Machinima sort of really shot themselves in the foot a couple of years ago when their contract situation kind of came out, and it was like, let's just say, like, it is not really a surprise that of all channels or networks that would do this, it would be Machinima. Like, that company seems to be pretty sketchy and has been for a while now. Like, it's been pretty... It's not the first time they've been in trouble for doing gross shit, unethical shit.
Yeah.
So...
Good on the FTC. Like, this stuff is going to take, like, government regulations at some point, and I'd rather it not take government regulations, or rather the industry regulate itself. But, like, I'm glad the FTC stepped in and said, like, yeah, don't do that again, or we're going to start fining you. So, stop. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, we should get on to questions. Michael, do you want to do it? Did you check the email?
I did check the email before or during, and
Just
Go ahead.
yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say, just before we move on to questions, there is something else that I wanted to bring up just real quick, because it is also like pretty gross business. The whole Deus Ex thing, which is just like,
Oh yeah,
that's
good
right.
call.
which is
News
just
still.
fucking disgusting. Like, it's just the worst. So like, they announced that Deus Ex was going to be coming out on the 23rd of February, and they announced like, here's our special pre-order thing where you get to customize your pre-order bonus, and also you get to customize it by adding more to it the more people pre-order it. And it's just fucking, like, it's pretty disgusting, and like, in every way, like, that thing is just bad. Like, there is no way that you can pre-order that game and get the full thing. Like, it's, and like, like, it just makes me like so angry, like, to see a company do this. Like, we say it all the time, don't pre-order video games, and like, this is a perfect like reason why you shouldn't, because it's just like, it's so scummy, and it's just, thankfully people
it's
like
a real gross thing they did.
Yeah, and like, thankfully people have kind of called them out on it and said, this is fucking horrible, this is like the worst, how could you think this was a good idea? But it doesn't look like they're gonna be backing down from it either, so I don't know, like,
It looks like a marketing stunt.
yeah, like, it's bad. Like, it is.
It looks like a Kickstarter campaign for pre-orders.
Almost, yeah. That's basically what it is.
Jesus.
It's like, here's our stretch goals for these pre-orders, and like,
Yeah.
don't fucking pre-order Deus Ex or anything.
Yeah, don't pre-order games. Just don't. There's never a reason to pre-order games.
Let's just buy games when they come out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait for the reviews. Wait for us to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for our big review, please.
Questions.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Michael, you want to go ahead and read those questions? We answered that first one.
Like, we kind of even answered the Steam Greenlight one too.
Oh well, yeah. I mean.
I am in charge of questions now. It is my turn. I am in charge of this podcast.
Fine. Go for it. Go for it, Michael.
Sorry.
Questions. You can ask questions at podcast@videogamechoochoo.com, or you can go to our Tumblr, whatever that URL is.
Videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask.
That's it. The first question comes from Anonymous. He says, are they being careful to hide the base of the Shovel Knight amiibo in the ads, or just me? Is this equals Smash?
It's just you.
It's just you. Next question from Anonymous. The last Ride the Rails was a Greenlight game, right? He's referring to Lift It. What do you think of all the weird/bad that seems to be going on through Greenlight recently?
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a Greenlight game, right, Niall?
Yeah, it was. That game is not greenlit yet, but there like, just recently in the last week or two, the dude who made it put up a status update, or like an update saying, we're just like a couple votes shy, so please vote for us, and we're gonna get on Steam, which just proves that Greenlight is fucking awful. Like, I said it during the Lifted video, but that game, like, and I think this is true for a lot of these like weird bad games that we're seeing on Greenlight right now. Like, it feels like people are trying to make the next game that is so bad that like PewDiePie or someone like that catches wind of it and puts it on their channel, and then everybody downloads it as this lol, what a funny thing, and plays it for 5 minutes, and this person that downloaded Unity and put in just a couple of like fucking half-assed textures and models and just made something that barely runs now makes like $100,000 off it or something. Like, that's what it feels like. And I think that like is true of so much of the shit that's on Greenlight. Like, it's pretty gross and disgusting, and like, at some point I think people are gonna like look at Steam and be like, God, we greenlit a lot of really terrible stuff, and now it's hard to find what we want. And fuck you, you deserve it. Like if you're going, oh, this is so funny, it's so bad, I'm gonna greenlight this. Like, yeah, fuck you. Like, if that's what ends up happening, you deserve it, in my opinion.
Final question.
Just go play all those shitty games and then come back to us.
Yeah. Final question from Shoeless, asking, considering the positive reviews and decent sales of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, do you think the game has a chance of becoming a full franchise?
I mean, I wouldn't be super surprised if they ever made a sequel, but like saying a full franchise makes it sound, I guess, like a bit more important than it actually is, I suppose. Like, it's a spin-off puzzle game of Mario, Like, I could see there being a second one, maybe on the NX, but I don't think there's gonna be like another one anytime soon. Like, maybe some DLC in the future. Like, I could see them just next Nintendo Direct just being like, oh, hey, we decided to make some new levels for Captain Toad. Who cares? Buy them.
I can see that being, a 3DS game or like a smaller title they do in the future. Mm-hmm. But I don't see that being something they come back to over and over again.
Tentpole,
I don't think
see
it
just as like, we had this neat idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There you go, $40.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be.
Also, there's not a lot to like buy on. Yeah, there's also not a lot to buy on the Wii U. So
yeah.
You like that was one of the, that was a recognizable character at $40, which is cheaper than the typical Nintendo game ever gets. Mm-hmm. So that was a pretty good idea on their part.
All right, well, I guess that does it. Thanks, everyone, for sending in your questions. Like we said, send them to podcast@videogamechuchu.com if you want to email it, or if you just want to write it down in our Ask box on Tumblr. It is videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask. This past week we posted that Lift It video, which is fucking disgraceful. That game, not your guys' work was fine, but that game is a travesty. Like, no cutting around it, no like haha jokes or something.
That's a piece of shit.
Fucking terrible.
Yeah, like, I mean, you could see like Ryan, or you could hear myself and Ryan being like, "Yeah, I don't know what to say about this. This is just awful."
Yeah, it was. Yeah. We'll have some more stuff up on the site as per the usual. We have a lot of editorials in the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
So get ready for that. I don't know if I'm going to be actually full-on reviewing Phantom Pain. I think we might just do that spoiler cast, because, we were really late on the review stuff, because a bunch of other sites got copies early, so I think it would be more fun if we just really went in on it, audio style, like me and Niall just fucking going for it. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I don't think sites even got copies of it. I'm pretty sure, like, reviews were, like, all at review events. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how they did that.
Some of them got it less than a week early, and then before that, if you wanted to play it, you had to go to a review event. That's
all right.
Pretty sure that's how you could get it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Excuse me. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I don't know what else. We'll see what happens.
Videos every Tuesday. That's our pledge.
Videos every Tuesday. That is something we will stick to.
Yep, every Tuesday.
Do that.
Yeah.
If you have ideas for videos, if you want us to revisit videos, if you want us to do Let's Plays, if you want us to do newer games, older games, let us know. Just comment on YouTube or ask us in Tumblr. Whatever you want, we'll do.
If there's a game that we have on Steam that you want to see us play, we'll do it.
If you want a video of John eating more, just ask.
I guess that could happen. I can call one of my local friends and they could just record me eating for 5 minutes.
Do you have a webcam? You can just record yourself staring blankly into a webcam eating a tomato.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know how to work this webcam. I have a webcam.
And you run a video game website. Great.
Yeah,
Great.
I know how it works on Skype.
Great.
I know how it works on Tumblr. I could take a picture of myself on Tumblr. That's all I know how to do. Like if I have to take a picture of myself or something, or if I have to use the webcam, I go on a Tumblr, I take the picture, and then I save it as a draft, and then I save that. I don't know how to do the webcam.
End it. I mean my life. I don't mean this podcast. Just end it. God damn it.
All right, thanks for listening, everybody.
God damn it.
All right, good night.
God damn it.